Hey, everybody. It's Anderson Cooper. You have a very important full-time job. That is Dad.
Yes.
Here you are with your son, Wyatt, 2 years old.
Yeah, yeah.
And here's
He learned the thumbs up. He's
here's
very
the
big
newcomer in the house.
Yeah, that's
Here's your son,
Sebastian. He's very skeptical.
7 months. Okay. So we talked about this the last time you were on here about how, how Wyatt's taken to Sebastian. Is that still holding?
It is going great. It's I was very concerned about that. I had this whole thing where I got attacked because I sort of intimated to you that Wyatt and I were kind of mocking Sebastian when he cried, which wasn't really happening.
You were attacked by viewers?
Well, you're just people, in general.
Oh,
yeah.
people.
Parents. Anyway, who know what they're doing. So Wyatt's great. So now Wyatt, whenever I wake up Wyatt first, and then he wants to come with me to wake up Sebastian, and he likes to get in Sebastian's crib, and he always he has this thing now, I don't know where it came from, he's like, I want to smell Sebastian, I want to smell the baby. So I'm like, okay, smell the baby, and he smells the baby's head, and every time he says the same thing, which is, he smells like an angel. I know.
Wow.
I'm like, are you from a Christmas special? Like, what?
Get that kid over to Hallmark.
I know.
Now, you have a new podcast that's called All There Is, and it's about grief, and I was your first guest.
You're my second. You were my first guest, yes. You were the second episode of the podcast.
Right, but the first guest.
You were the first person. When I decided to do this podcast, you were the first person in my mind to do it with, because you and I had a conversation 3 years ago, a couple weeks after my mom died, that was so moving to me and to a lot of people out there who saw it. And you speak about grief and loss in the most profound, most moving and thoughtful way of, I think, anybody I've ever spoken to about it. And so I knew I wanted to speak to you for this podcast. And Stephen and I had a conversation, it's episode 2 of this podcast, that is really, I really think it is among the most profound conversations I've ever had about.
Well, it's very meaningful
grief.
to me, and I'm very grateful, and I admire the fact that you're exploring this subject, grief and loss, that everybody at some point in their life has to deal with, but almost nobody wants to talk about. This is a great service that you're doing for the
It makes people uncomfortable,
there.
as you can tell by the kind of the silence in the room right now,
Yes.
and which is understandable.
Sure.
But it's but it is something that we will all go through. If we haven't already, if you haven't out there already, you're lucky, but you will go through this. And to be able to talk about it and to be able to think about it in new and different ways. I mean, you lost your father, 2 of your brothers Peter and Paul were killed when you were 10 years old in a plane crash. I lost my dad when I was 10 years old. That changed the trajectory of the rest of our lives. It changed the people that we were. I know we both marked time from that day. That day became the new year 0. It's like the clock's reset.
Sure.
I'm a different person. And I haven't dealt with all the losses that I had in my life really until now. I started going through my mom's things after she died, and I just found it overwhelming because I was also going through my dad's stuff because he died when I was 10.
That's a 40-year gap in your life.
And my brother's stuff.
It happening. Of course, your brother died when you were in your 20s.
I was 21, he was 23. Died by
23, so that's 40 years and 30 years before you really started dealing with any of that. Do you find things, one of the things you talk about finding, of your mother's, Gloria Vanderbilt, is that you find these objects that trigger these emotions for you. What are some of the things that you have found that have been most profound for you?
There have been amazing stuff. Like my mom, my mom was Gloria Vanderbilt. She lived this kind of epic life. And there's just all these boxes of stuff. She never threw anything away. And you open up one and it's cornflakes from 1953 from some move. And then you open up another and it's a pile of like telegram love letters from Frank Sinatra while they were having a thing.
This is them having their thing.
This is them having their thing. Their thing didn't last more.
Your mother is radiant.
Yeah.
Look at that.
I know. And they are.
So what's like give me an example of like one of the telegrams.
So the telegrams are like,
Frank said?
Star, coming to town, your feller on the white horse, ring-a-ding-ding. Like, it's just exactly what you would want. A love telegram.
He had someone from Warner Brothers write that.
No, because it's always from airports and on planes. He's like, I'm in Melbourne, on my way to you, Star. I think you more than I should. Call me, Crestview 475. Like, just. It's and I'm sitting there like, this is kind of amazing, and what do I do with these things? And and so I wanted.
So you and Ronan Farrow might be Frank Sinatra's son. Lot to go through there, lot to process.
Lot to unpack.
Now, having these conversations with other people in their grief, has that changed
Absolutely.
how you look at your own grief?
Yeah.
Like, has it allowed you to examine it?
Yeah, it's made me reframe and rethink the stories I tell myself. You know, we all have these narratives that we tell ourselves. And in an episode that's just released today, I talked to a guy, Dr. B.J. Miller, who's a palliative care physician. His sister, Lisa, died by suicide. The episode today is about, that's released today, is about my brother's suicide when he was 23. He killed himself in front of my mom. And it's about the ripple effects of it. And one of the things he talks about is how he doesn't view sorrow as the enemy. He doesn't view tears as the enemy. He doesn't even view death as the enemy, that you can't have one without the other. And he talks about how the stories we tell ourselves, we get stuck in these stories. Like, I'm the kind of a guy who does this. I'm the kind of person who feels this. And you can change the stories that you tell yourself. And you can change the way, you know, the way I was seeing my mom and my dad and my brother was through the eyes of a 10-year-old boy when my dad died. And to suddenly now see them as a 55-year-old man who has children of their own, it reframes how you think about their loss. And also having kids has been a tremendous, extraordinary experience, because I know I want to pass on, who my dad was and who my mom was and who my brother was to my kids without it being kind of cloaked in sadness and like mystery to them. I want them to know who they were, and all the memories that I have, I would like them to know a lot of those stories. Because to me, one of the saddest things about when you lose your family, when you are the last one left from your immediate family, is you're like the lighthouse keeper on this island. You're the keeper of all the memories. You're the last one who remembers all those little stories that make up your family's life. And so the idea of those stories dying along with my family, to be able to pass those stories on is tremendously important to me.
Well, the podcast you're doing, I think, is very important. Thank you for doing it.
Thank you.
Anderson, lovely to see you again. The podcast is All There Is, and his book, Vanderbilt, is now available in paperback. It's Anderson Cooper, everybody. We'll be right back with the star of the movie, Smile, Sosie Bacon.